Many thanks for joining us again on the newsroom. Residents of Minna, the Niger State capital, have protested the high cost of living in the country, blocking major roads within the metropolis. The protesters on Monday said the rising cost of food items and poor government efforts to address the situation forced them to block major roads so that the government will hear their plea. The Deputy Governor of Niger State, Yakubu Garba, while addressing the protesters, said the government is aware of the pain and hardship families are faced with at this time, and the government is working towards reducing the cost of living as well as the consequences of the petrol subsidy removal. And the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has dismissed the bail application filed by the loyalists of the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara linked with the State Assembly explosion. They asked that the police had instituted terrorism-related charges against them following their alleged roles in the bombing of the Rivers State House of Assembly in October 2023. However, ruling on the application for bail on Monday in Abuja, Justice Bolaji Olajuwon rejected the application, adding that there was no evidence of the fact that the facilities at the correctional center cannot meet with the health needs of the defendants. And the federal government has said members of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) are no longer posted to states deemed unsafe in the wake of worsening security conditions in the country. Several corps members have been abducted in some parts of the country during their one-year mandatory national service, raising fears about the sustainability of the scheme. However, the Minister of Youth, Jamila Ibrahim, says the scheme has taken steps to secure NYSC members, as well as including posting them only to safe states in the country. And on business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has issued a 50% cash reserve requirement levy on the leading shortfall that will be enforced for banks that do not meet the minimum loan-to-deposit ratio, LDR. The Apex Bank discloses in a recent circular titled Cash Reserve Requirement, CRR, Framework Implementation Guidelines, which was issued to all banks in Nigeria. According to the CBN, the fresh CRR policy has been issued to enhance the banking sector's operational efficiency. Still on business, latest data from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPCL) show that no fewer than 36 oil blocks are currently under concession to international oil companies operating in Nigeria and their indigenous counterparts in the country. An analysis of NNPCL's latest consolidated and separate financial statement for the period ended December 31, 2022 indicates that the 8 blocks are located in deep water, 5 blocks are continental shelf, 15 blocks are on the land, 5 blocks are located in swamp, and another 3 blocks are located in partially swamped terrains. And on the foreign scene, Senegal's parliament is meeting to consider the postponement of presidential election announced by President Macky Sall, a move that has plunged the country into deep crisis. Monday's session is happening after a day of violent street protests in the capital, Dakar, during which at least one senior opposition figure was arrested amid growing international concern. Lawmakers are voting on a proposal to postpone the presidential poll previously set for February 25, 2024 for up to 6 months later in the year. And on sport, Tobi Amusan has set a new African women's indoor record in 60 meters after running 7.75 seconds at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Botswana. Amusan's 7.75 seconds performance at Botswana means she retired the 7.77 record she earlier set at the Astana Indoor Meet in January. Amusan had on January 27 her opening race of the new athletics season, beating the African record set by her compatriot Gloria Lozier. And that's it on the newsroom at this moment. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Okpayemi Owoshieni. Bye for now.